Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip where a fat activist is responding to a tall person who can't find any clothes. They say, yeah, that sucks and everything, but you're not an oppressed group like me, so get dunked on. So you guys really seemed to enjoy the Secret Eaters episode yesterday. That's awesome. Nobody seemed to notice that that poster fell down and was not in the video for the whole video. Nobody noticed. I thought you guys paid attention. I was going to mention it in post-editing and even maybe put it up there in post, but I was like, nah, let's just leave it and see if anybody notices. Nobody did. So part 2 to that Secret Eaters episode will be coming out Thursday or Friday. Stay tuned for that. Before we proceed, please click like and subscribe so that I may apply comb to mustache. Alright, she's going to be responding to this comment that says, just buy your clothes somewhere else if they don't have your size. No need to bash anyone. I'm 6 foot tall and a size 4. I can never find pants, so...
Comments like this always get me because it's like you're so close, but...
So close. You were so close, dummy. Your height is genetic and you can't control it. Unlike your weight, which you can control, so you were this close. Wait, what?
You're just missing the point. It's not that we can just go buy clothes somewhere else. It's that most of US women are plus size and no one's carrying our clothing.
So it's fine that the guy who is tall can't find pants, but it's not fine that you cannot find clothing. Okay, so yeah, it does suck that you're too tall to be able to find pants since you are slim. But you are slim, so to hell with you. Fat people are talking. Go sit down. Now, as I was saying about my fat liberation, that's funny though, they're like, you're completely missing the point. This isn't about how you're tall and you can't find pants. This is about how the majority of women are plus size, but you can't find plus size clothes in the store. I would argue that if the majority of women are plus size, it's like size 14 through 16, not size 26. So the sizes that they make the most of are probably sizes 14 through 16 and not a size 26. Your situation is actually not typical. The majority of America is plus size, not morbidly obese. And if you're tall and you can't find clothes because of it, screw you, get dunked on. This is about fat people.
Potentially online, but definitely not in store.
Well, if you can't fit into clothes, there are things that you can do to perhaps be able to. If you are too tall to find pants, there's nothing you can do because your height is genetic. Unlike your weight, which is 0% genetic. Your shape is genetic, your weight is not.
And even though we are the majority, we only get...
As I said, if the majority of women are plus size, it's like a 14 through 16, not a 26. So if you can't find clothes, there's your sign. And if you keep on having a harder and harder time finding clothes, it might be because you keep increasing in size. Last year, all these stores were semi-oppressive. This year, they are very oppressive indeed. I can't find any clothing anymore. Why do these stores keep getting more and more oppressive with each passing year? I am able to find less and less clothes. I don't know, man. They just keep shrinking the sizes. It ain't me that's growing. It's the world that's shrinking. Man, that's a good fucking cup of coffee. Damn. Dude. Kirkland Breakfast Blend Organic Pods, dude. Oh my goodness. Somebody tried to make fun of me one time because I said I drank the Kirkland. These are the pods, baby. The Organic Breakfast Blend. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. When you get old, man, you really appreciate a good cup of coffee. This is good.
20% of the clothing market.
You only get 20% of the clothing market. Which sizes particularly? Size 26 is only 20% of the clothing market? One could argue that it closely relates to the percentage of people that are that size. We only get 20% of the market. Yeah, well, maybe only 20% of people are morbidly obese.
And while I understand that height is a factor in clothing too, you are not discriminated against because of your height.
Oh boy, we had to come back there. So not being able to find clothes because you're too tall is fine because you don't get discriminated against for your height. Your height is genetic and you cannot control it, unlike your weight. If the only thing you have to do to escape oppression is to lose weight, then I would say that the only thing holding you back is yourself. Right? Wasn't that profoundly deep, bro?
You won't go to the doctor and have the doctor tell you to get shorter?
Because you can't get shorter. Unlike your weight. Why are you dunking on yourself so hard right now? That's what I don't understand. You don't have to dunk on yourself right now, but you keep doing it.
Or deny you medical treatment because you're tall.
Right, you're not an oppressed group. Whatever you're doing to yourself is whatever you're doing to yourself. To try to compare it to the struggles of somebody who is tall is silly. Comparing being obese to being tall is just as dumb as comparing being obese to any other number of oppressions. It sounds so stupid. This whole thing is so dumb. At first you could have almost felt bad for this person, but by this point, I think that all of your care has eroded away. Once they start trying to be like, yeah, your problems suck, but you're not oppressed like us. Our problems are double worse. Like, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they spoke that way. Our problems are worser.
So I get where people come from when they say this, but I don't think they've thought through the whole thing. Because while you may not be able to find pants that are long enough, you could potentially find clothes to fit on your body, just not the way you would prefer.
Okay. You're saying that you just straight up can't even get clothes to pull over your body because they are not large enough. Okay. So if you're excessively tall, you could just wear baggy clothes that look stupid on you, dummy. But if you're overweight like me, I literally can't fit into these garments. Woe is me. Yeah, you keep listing off all these problems that you have because of your weight. So not being able to find clothes because you're too tall is fine. You can just wear baggy, unflattering clothes. But if you're too fat, you can't find clothes that fit you at all. And that's a huge issue. And we're discriminated against XYZ. So you are the most oppressed of all the oppressed, is what you're saying. And you have won the gold medal of the Oppression Olympics. Dude, we're so oppressed that we did it to ourselves. That's the worst kind of oppression. You're the most oppressed when you just keep doing it to yourself. I love how they refuse to see any parallels with the tall person or have any sympathy for their situation at all. They're just like, what? You can't find pants? So, screw you. But you should care about me and my struggles, though, and my stuff, right? I don't give a crap about you, but listen to me.
The problem is fat people literally cannot find clothing to cover their body.
If you literally cannot find clothing to cover your body, this should be a red flag, homie. This should be a wake-up call to you. Not to the stores, not to the brands, to you. When you can no longer find clothes in a normal store, it's time to go to the mirror and look in it and be like, dude, what are you doing? Stop. Right now. You can no longer shop at a normal store. Look what you've done to yourself. It's time to stop immediately, lest you go down a very dangerous and short path. Literally. If you can't find clothes in the store, dude, you are not long for this world, my friend. It's time to look in the mirror and wake up.
Would have to put pieces together in order to make them big enough with what...
Dude, if you have to stitch together multiple garments just to cover your body, you should see this as some kind of wake-up call. It's not the systemic this or the discriminatory that, it's the you that has a very serious problem. And if you don't take care of it, you are going to go down a very slippery slope that ends in a bad place. Don't make me bust out my list of fat activists who have recently passed.
Is the majority of what's available out there. Just think through the whole thing.
Just think through the whole thing, she says. Isn't that ironic? Maybe you should think through the whole thing. If the majority of women are plus size, as in like a size 14 through 16, then why would you expect them to carry a size 26 at the store or whatever other extra large size? The majority of people are a little chubby. So why don't you guys carry morbidly obese clothing, huh? What's wrong with you? Maybe because morbid obesity and plus size are two very different things. When I think of the term plus size, I think of like just a little extra. You know, not like a whole extra person. But you know, that's just me. You can call yourself whatever you want. You could say that you're fluffy at 600 pounds or whatever. It's your world, baby. I'm just living in it. Please click the like button. 1 like equals 1 mustache combing. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.